Stop everything. Drop what you're holding. No, don't drop it, clutch it like your life depends on it. Because Hollywood just hit a meltdown of nuclear proportions, and reputations are evaporating before our eyes. Thought you'd seen chaos in this industry before? Think again. Tonight, the world froze as Teyana Taylor, the woman who embodies strength, resilience, and unshakable spirit, didn't merely break her silence, she obliterated it. This was the moment the pristine good guy image of Pierre shattered, exposing a betrayal so meticulously cold, it's thrown the entire entertainment world into a red alert. We're talking about an IG live that felt less like social media and more like a crime scene. Teyana Taylor, eyes puffy from tears, voice trembling with a fury that could ignite the atmosphere, delivered what might be the darkest Hollywood revelation in recent memory. While she was carefully building her life, Pierre was allegedly plotting a deal, a calculated, high-stakes move that involved discarding the woman at the center of his world for the ultimate trophy of the industry, Harvey. This was never just a breakup. It was a ruthless, strategic raid on Teyana's peace and dignity. And now, she is calling out names, flashing receipts, and torching bridges while standing tall on the ashes. Group chats are erupting. PR teams are scrambling in utter chaos. We've obtained exclusive leaks that the Step Hive would prefer stay hidden. From secret rendezvous in London to the final, devastating text Aaron sent before vanishing into Harvey's billionaire orbit, every detail of this collapse is being dissected. Brace yourself. What comes next will leave your jaw on the floor. The digital world has paused, waiting, trembling. The world has ground to a halt, and seismic waves are flattening Hollywood as we speak. Think you've seen the peak of celebrity scandal? Think again, your reality is about to be pulverized. This isn't just a breakup. This is a scorched earth obliteration of every meticulously polished public image in the industry. The air has gone cold in every room because the unthinkable has finally happened. Teyana Taylor, the queen of grace and unyielding strength, has snapped. We're talking about a woman who spent years mastering the art of silent resilience. But tonight, silence didn't just fracture, it detonated. Shockwaves are ripping through every group chat, every executive boardroom, every secret inner circle from Harlem to Hollywood Hills. Teyana didn't just go live, she went nuclear. This was raw, unfiltered, gut-wrenching honesty the likes of which can end or define careers. The name she spoke with venom, Pierre. The man the world hailed as the next golden boy, the gentleman everyone admired, now stands accused of a betrayal so deep, so deliberate, so frigid, it reads like a psychological thriller. And just when you think the plot can't thicken, it bleeds. The reason for this icy, calculated discard of Teyana Taylor allegedly has a name that sends shivers through Hollywood circles: Harvey. The bombshell no one saw coming. A love triangle forged in fire, stoked with secrets that were never meant to escape the shadows. Tonight, everything changed. This was the moment everything shifted. The screen flickered to life in the dead of night, and within seconds, the viewer count soared into the hundreds of thousands. Teyana Taylor's face was a map of devastation and righteous fury, her eyes burning with a pain that seemed capable of piercing the very camera lens. This was not a celebrity performing for clicks. This was a woman pushed beyond every limit, forced to confront the ultimate betrayal. She began softly, a whisper that carried the weight of a scream. She recounted the late-night calls, the empty promises, and the chilling way Pierre allegedly weaponized her name and legacy to elevate himself, only to discard it the moment a shinier, more calculated opportunity emerged. She revealed that she had uncovered the messages, not mere flirtations, but a meticulously drafted blueprint for a transition. A transition from a life with Teyana to a high-profile, strategic alliance with Harvey. Her voice cracked under the weight of the revelation as she described the moment she realized she wasn't loved, she was curated. Allegedly, Aaron had already been scouting his next move while still sleeping in her bed, performing the role of the devoted partner while orchestrating his escape strategy through the DMs of Hollywood's most notorious ITG girl. And then she didn't just speak, she showed. A second phone appeared in frame, screenshots blurred but unmistakable, timestamped just 3 weeks prior, the same night Aaron was supposedly stuck late on a film set. Social media erupted into chaos, a digital battlefield. Fans frantically screen-recorded, capturing every tear, every detail, every terrifyingly precise accusation. Teyana even referenced the hotel receipt and the London trip that didn't add up was only the beginning. Teyana Taylor revealed how Pierre allegedly told her she was too much and too loud for the career he envisioned, a cutting accusation that pierced the hearts of the fans who had stood by her through every evolution. But the real blaze ignited when she turned her gaze on Harvey. She didn't hurl insults, she labeled her a collector, implying that knew exactly what she was doing, stepping into a home still warm, taking a man who was still technically spoken for, all for the next viral paparazzi moment. As Teyana's live went on, her phone erupted with notifications. Alleged messages from Aaron's team pleaded for her to end the broadcast, dangling settlements in exchange for her silence. She laughed, a chilling, hollow sound, and held up the screen for all to see. "You can't buy the truth when I've already set it on fire," she hissed. Just as she was about to reveal a leaked voice note that promised to end Aaron's career, the live feed went black, plunging the world into stunned, paralyzed silence. But the silence was louder than any shout. Within minutes, insider accounts poured gasoline on the fire. A leaked audio clip, allegedly recorded during a heated dressing room confrontation, began circulating on X. In it, a voice eerily like Aaron's said, "You're a legend, T, but she's the future." Not personal. Branding. The sheer coldness of it sent chills through the collective spine of the internet. The betrayal was no longer just romantic. It was strategic, ruthless, and meticulously orchestrated. This wasn't just romantic betrayal, it was calculated, professional, the ultimate Hollywood sin. Pierre allegedly leveraged a black woman's labor and love to climb the industry ladder, only to discard her for a vibe that matched the new season's aesthetic. Harvey's comment sections were immediately locked down, but not before the Step Hive and Teyana's supporters flooded her latest posts with thousands of broken heart emojis and relentless demands for answers. The first celebrity reaction hit like a shot across the bow, a cryptic, three-word tweet from a major female rapper that simply read, "Believe her always." Social media chaos exploded further when a secondary leak surfaced, a set of blurred photos allegedly showing Aaron and Lori at a private Montecito estate, on the very night Teyana claimed he was stuck on set. The timeline collapsed. This was not a breakup followed by a new flame. This was total overlap. Friends began unfollowing Aaron en masse. But the real twist came with whispers of Jessica Hardwick. Insiders alleged that Lori wasn't the only woman Aaron had been entertaining, a rotation of high-profile partners, meticulously designed to keep his name in headlines, regardless of the emotional wreckage left behind. Teyana's Instagram story updated with a single image, a burnt bridge. The caption read, "I have the receipts for the rotation, too." Another warning followed, "Don't play with a woman who has nothing left to lose." The world held its breath, waiting for the next revelation, as rumors swirled that a major news outlet had received a full dossier of emails exposing the entire relationship as a PR stunt gone catastrophically wrong. Wrong. As dawn crept over the wreckage of the night, Hollywood's cleanup crews scrambled, but you can't mop up a volcano. Sources close to Pierre allegedly tried to spin the story, branding Teyana Taylor as unstable, obsessive, but the public wasn't buying it. Not after witnessing the raw, unfiltered anguish she had displayed on that live. Then came the ultimate betrayal. A leaked contract, allegedly from a management firm, surfaced, detailing a simulated relationship timeline between Aaron and a high-profile socialite, supposedly orchestrated months in advance, starting back in February. The date on the document was proof. Teyana had been living a scripted lie, signed, sealed, and delivered before she even knew a problem existed. She wasn't just being abandoned, she was being replaced by a literal business plan. The inhumanity of it transformed heartbreak into a movement. Teyana's fans scoured every past interview Aaron had ever given, hunting for cracks in the carefully constructed facade, and they found them. Every subtle dodge, every awkward pivot when asked about commitment, it was all there, hidden in plain sight. But the most chilling moment was yet to come. A close friend of Teyana's leaked a screen recording of a FaceTime call between Teyana Taylor and Harvey, allegedly just hours before the IG Live. In the clip, Teyana is seen weeping, asking Lori how she could do this. And the reply, allegedly Lori's, was ice cold, calm. "He told me you guys were just business partners now. I don't do drama, Teyana. I do deals." The betrayal was absolute. It wasn't just Pierre. This was a coordinated scheme, a collective agreement to erase Teyana Taylor from her own life. The story was no longer about a breakup. It had become an industry-wide conspiracy, trading a queen for a persona designed to fit a glossy, curated narrative. And just when the internet thought it could take no more, Teyana's brother dropped a single, terrifying update. The hard drive is unlocked. The world was about to see the real Pierre. No more games. The cliffhanger was set. The fuse had been lit. The entire celebrity world held its breath, anticipating the evidence that could bring everything crashing down. The digital silence that followed the announcement of the unlocked hard drive was a vacuum, waiting to explode with the sound of thousands of reputations shattering. As midnight struck, the next wave began, and it was more calculated, more ruthless, than anyone could have imagined. This was no longer a woman venting her pain. This was Teyana Taylor orchestrating the strategic dismantling of a Hollywood predator. A new video emerged, not on IG Live, but through an anonymous link circulated within the inner circles before it hit the public. It was a screen recording of a secret confrontation Teyana allegedly filmed during their final hours together in their Los Angeles home. You could hear the zipping of suitcases, the ominous rhythm of a life being packed away. Then came Aaron's voice, cold, detached, almost clinical. He told her she was bad for the aesthetic of his upcoming blockbuster press tour. He wasn't just dumping her. He was auditing her existence. He audited her very soul and deemed it too raw, too authentic for the plastic world he was desperate to inhabit. Allegedly, Pierre told Teyana Taylor that his team had already secured a partnership with Harvey, guaranteeing him 3 Vogue covers and a Met Gala invite, opportunities he claimed Teyana could no longer provide. The fallout from that audio was immediate and seismic. Fans watched in shock as the man they had once believed to be soulful and genuine was unmasked as someone who treated love like currency. And yet, the real bombshells were only just beginning. Following the audio, a torrent of leaked emails from Aaron's management team to a high-level PR firm surfaced. The subject line, Phase 2, Transition from Taylor to LH. The contents outlined a meticulous, month-by-month plan to systematically distance Aaron from Teyana in the public eye, framing her strong personality as a threat to his leading man image while simultaneously planting stories about shared interests with Harvey. It wasn't just betrayal, it was a corporate takeover of a human heart. Teyana's supporters erupted, realizing that every staged paparazzi moment, every casual coincidental sighting of Aaron and Lori over the past weeks, had been intentional. This was no accident. This was a coordinated strike against Teyana's mental and emotional well-being. Then came the leaked messages between Aaron and Lori themselves. These were not the private whispers of 2 people falling in love. They were the cold, calculated communications of 2 people plotting. One screenshot allegedly showed Aaron mocking Teyana's devotion, calling her clingy and trapped in outdated ways. Lori's response? A single, icy line, "She's a relic. You're a brand." The cruelty was clinical, precise, and devastatingly strategic. Don't let the past ruin the IPO. The term IPO sent the internet into a full-blown tailspin. Was he seriously turning his personal life into a stock option? The betrayal was so modern, so digital, and so devoid of humanity that it sparked a historic blockout movement. Millions of users simultaneously unfollowed and blocked Pierre and Harvey, sending their follow counts plummeting in a real-time rejection of celebrity curation. But Teyana Taylor wasn't finished. She returned to her stories with a terrifying, almost surgical calm. She didn't cry. She didn't plead. She sat in a dimly lit room, holding a physical folder like a weapon. "You thought the digital trail was all I had?" she asked the camera, her voice cold and precise. "I have the contracts you made her sign. I have the non-disclosures you tried to force on me." Then she began reading from a document that allegedly proved Pierre had siphoned thousands of dollars of Teyana's personal investments in his independent projects to fund the very PR team now orchestrating her replacement. He hadn't just left her for Harvey, he allegedly robbed her to bankroll the woman who replaced her. The financial betrayal was the tipping point. The narrative had shifted. What began as a love triangle had become a case of high-level, calculated fraud. Even celebrity friends who had stayed neutral could no longer remain silent. A legendary R&B singer posted, "Using your sweat to buy another woman's jewelry, absolute bottom-tier behavior." Social media erupted into chaos, the storm growing with every second. The chaos reached its apex when a viral clip of Harvey surfaced, allegedly filmed at a private party just hours after the initial leaks went public. In the background, someone muttered Teyana's name. Thinking she was in a safe space, Lori allegedly laughed and said, "She's lucky I didn't take him sooner. I was doing her a favor." The clip, though grainy, was undeniable. It cemented the villain narrative the public had been piecing together. This wasn't about love or romance. This was a predatory game, where people were treated like accessories. During a secondary live, Teyana's phone began ringing on camera, an unknown number. She put it on speaker. The voice on the other end sounded like Aaron's legal counsel, threatening a $50 million defamation suit if she didn't delete the folder. Teyana didn't flinch. She stared directly into the camera and said, "Sue me. I'll see you in discovery. And trust me, you don't want me to discover you." Just as the legal threats reached a fever pitch, another name entered the drama, Jessica Hardwick. A new leak suggested she had been the one to provide Teyana with the hard drive, acting as a double agent inside Aaron's inner circle. The betrayal was coming from within the house. The leak alleged that Jessica had witnessed Aaron and Lori's strategy sessions and could no longer stay silent after seeing how they mocked Teyana's emotional stability. The web of deception was unraveling. But the most chilling moment of the night was yet to come, a leaked voice memo from Aaron to Lori, captured just minutes after the initial live. The memo was sent just 10 minutes after Teyana Taylor's first live. In it, Pierre didn't sound afraid, he sounded irritated. "She's blowing the schedule," he instructed. "Move the Montecito leak up to tonight. We need to drown her out." But the plan spectacularly backfired. The Montecito leak, perfectly staged photos of Aaron and Lori Harvey laughing on a balcony, hit the blogs at 3 a.m., and the public immediately saw it for what it was, a desperate, hollow distraction. The backlash was instant and brutal. The photos were scrubbed from major news sites within the hour, but the damage had already been done. Teyana's final post that night was a single image, a legal summons. She wasn't just talking anymore. She was acting. But it was the caption that stopped hearts. "The money you stole is the least of your worries. Wait until they hear what happened on the night of the 14th. The real crime wasn't the affair. It was far darker, far more calculated." And just like that, the screen went black, leaving the world in stunned silence, wondering what could possibly surpass the financial and emotional devastation already exposed. What happened on the 14th? The cliffhanger ignited a frenzy, the internet in paralyzed anticipation, waiting for the final, earth-shattering truth. The morning after the 14th revelation, the atmosphere in Hollywood wasn't tense, it was furious. The name Pierre, once synonymous with the golden boy of the industry, was now treated like a biohazard, a cautionary tale in real time. Biohazard. Teyana Taylor's cryptic post had triggered a digital manhunt for the truth, making all previous leaks feel like mere appetizers. By midday, a set of high-resolution security stills began circulating, allegedly leaked by a disgruntled former security staffer who had worked the event on the 14th. The images showed a private gala where Pierre was caught in an intense physical altercation, not with Teyana, but with a high-level industry executive who had allegedly questioned his commitment to his contracts. But that wasn't the real crime Teyana was referring to. The true bombshell arrived in the form of a confidential police report from that very night, uploaded to a secure server and shared via an anonymous whistleblower. The report alleged that a highly valuable piece of intellectual property, a hard drive containing Teyana's unreleased music masters and a multi-million-dollar film treatment, had been stolen from her home office while she was out of town. The primary suspect? Pierre. Suddenly, the narrative shifted from a messy breakup to a high-stakes, audacious heist. According to insider leaks, the split with Lori Harvey wasn't just romantic, it was tactical. The plan, allegedly orchestrated by Aaron and his team, aimed to seize Teyana's creative assets before the breakup went public. The theory spread like wildfire. They intended to strip mine her career to fund Aaron's production company, leveraging Lori's massive social media influence to rebrand the stolen ideas as their own. The cruelty was staggering. Teyana wasn't just fighting for love, she was fighting for her legacy. New screenshots began emerging, allegedly from a burner account Aaron had used to communicate with his team of fixers, hinting at just how deep the conspiracy went. A burner account, allegedly used by Pierre to communicate with his cleaners, contained a chilling message: "The drive is secure. She'll think she misplaced it in the stress of the breakup." By the time she realizes it's gone, the paperwork for the new project will be filed in Lori Harvey's name. Clean exit. The level of calculation was sociopathic. As news of the theft on the 14th trended globally, Lori Harvey's camp finally broke their silence, but it wasn't the defense anyone expected. A leaked memo from her legal team to Aaron's camp surfaced, revealing a desperate attempt to distance the it girl from the criminal allegations. Lori claimed she had no knowledge of the origin of the intellectual property. She had been under the impression that the film treatment was an original work by Aaron Pierre. The memo concluded, if the allegations were true, all associations would be terminated immediately. The deal was dead. The IPO of their carefully curated relationship had crashed before the opening bell. Ever the survivor, Lori was allegedly throwing Aaron to the wolves to protect her own brand. The step hive erupted, turning on Aaron with a ferocity that was almost poetic, accusing him of manipulation and using their queen as a pawn. The betrayal now came from both sides. Then Teyana Taylor reappeared, standing in front of what looked like a lawyer's office. She looked exhausted, but she radiated triumph. You thought you could take my voice, my work, because you assumed I was too broken to notice, she said, her tone steady, terrifyingly clear. But I have the one thing you can't steal, the truth. She then played one final, devastating voice note. It was Aaron Pierre, recorded just 2 days prior, his voice frantic, bordering on desperation. Please, let's settle this quietly. I'll give the drive back. I'll tell Lori it's over. Just don't release the footage from the hallway. Teyana Taylor stared directly into the camera and whispered, too late. Within seconds of her live ending, a video file titled The Hallway was uploaded. 4 to 5 seconds of grainy security footage revealed Aaron Pierre leaving Teyana's home on the 14th, carrying a distinctive silver briefcase, the one everyone now knew contained the lifeblood of her career. He wasn't just walking away from a relationship, he was walking away from a crime scene. The fallout was instantaneous and total. Aaron Pierre's career went into a complete blackout. Major studios released statements within the hour, pausing all of his upcoming projects amid unforeseen legal complexities. His agency dropped him by sunset. The man who had spent years curating a flawless public persona was left with nothing but a silver briefcase, and a legacy of public shame. Meanwhile, Lori Harvey posted a single cryptic story, a plane taking off into the horizon, captioned simply, "Lessons learned. On to the next." In one stroke, she erased Aaron from her history, leaving him exposed while she preserved her brand. Lori Harvey posted a cryptic story of herself on a plane, captioned, "Lessons learned. On to the next." With one subtle move, she erased Aaron Pierre from her history, as if he had never existed. But for Teyana Taylor, the victory was both sweet and bitter. She had reclaimed her work, secured her legacy, yet the illusion of the man she once loved lay in ashes. Then came the ultimate twist. A major streaming service announced a multi-million-dollar documentary deal with Teyana Taylor, titled The 14th. She hadn't merely survived the scandal, she owned it. This was no ordinary entertainment. This was a public execution of Hollywood's calculated strategies. The industry was left trembling, uncertain who would be next to have their secrets exposed. The group chats fell silent, not because the drama had ended, but because the weight of the truth was too heavy to bear. Teyana Taylor stood alone amid the wreckage, a woman who had lost a partner but discovered her power. The story of Teyana, Aaron, and Lori would go down as one of the most explosive, meticulously orchestrated, and terrifying cautionary tales in celebrity history. It proved, once and for all, that in a world built on curated images and calculated deals, the only thing no one can steal is the truth. In a world of curated lives and business deals masquerading as love, the one thing that cannot be bought is the truth. And Teyana Taylor just proved she has a monopoly on it. This may mark the end of the line for some, but for Teyana, it is only the beginning. You have witnessed a literal war for the soul of Hollywood, and there is no looking away. This story is far from over. The legal battles are just igniting, and countless names on that hard drive remain unexposed. If you want to be among the first to witness the unmasked truth, your attention is the key. The algorithm is working to bury these receipts, but only your engagement can keep the fire alive. The war has been fought, the evidence laid bare, and Teyana Taylor is standing tall, truth in hand, unstoppable and unbroken.